Oh, okay, okay. What up, fam? Your boy just Josh. Look, weekend in review. Tap in. Let's do this. Let's get into this, fam. Fam. Look, chaos bubble. We are in a chaos bubble. And I'm just now realizing I left out everything about 3IA Atlas. If anybody knows in the comments, please tell me if this thing is coming straight for us, because they said that it did a non-gravitational change of pace and speed, and that it is more than likely technological or is being powered by itself, and it's not just a gravitational thrust, a natural. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Project Bluebeam, anybody? We're in a chaos bubble. And by chaos bubble, I gotta tap in. Look, I'm gonna be a little messy with this one. We gotta talk about JD and Eric. We have to. So let's just go ahead and tap into this, fam. I don't know what these pop-ups are, but what is this? What is this? Erica Kirk's comments about JD Vance and her late husband, Charlie Kirk, breaks the internet. Hey, fam, look, that is not, I don't care. I don't care what nobody says. That is not a normal hug. That is a two-handed embrace with a hand behind the head. And she just stated how he has similar attributes to her newly deceased husband, Charlie Kirk. Fam, something ain't right. This is what I need for y'all to understand about this one before we go any further, because I don't want to hear from nobody. I don't want to hear from nobody. Fam, these people live in a different world. I need for you to understand that. If I hear one more person say, oh, they're just like us, we share the same views. Look, this dude just told his wife he hopes that she caters to his religion, Catholicism, because I think she's Hindu or she's Middle Eastern, she's Indian. And he did this. This showed me everything I needed to know about this dude's character. And if y'all love JD Vance, I'm sorry, but this showed me everything that I needed to know about his character. This dude threw his wife under the bus. He did this in front of his wife. I'm not picking sides. I'm talking about a person's character. But while we're talking about this, let me just remind you, these people on both sides of the aisle, left and right, do not live in our world. They don't live in our paradigm. Your boy T-Man says grocery prices are cheaper than ever. Listen, any one of these Congress members, these elected officials, from Pelosi to Schumer to the Turtle to you name it, to the left and to the right, fam, they have 24-hour security. They live in mansions. They travel on private jets. They make $175,000. That's their base salary. Base. Because these people are the lever. They don't care about money anymore, because they are the lever pullers. They are the ones that have been placed in position to dictate the direction that society, the world, is going to go in. They don't care about money, fam. And look, I'm probably gonna hurt some of y'all feelings, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, this Erica Kirk, there is no way in the hell a woman who just lost a husband as good as Charlie Kirk is doing this. That doesn't happen. These people are elitist, both sides of the aisle. They don't live in the same world as us. They don't have the same values. They you know what? When Obama was president, a lot of black people was like, I talked to a lot of black people, and they'd be like, man, Obama's the best thing cooking, and I can't believe it happened. You look, in order to roll with snakes, you have to be a snake. In order to be nominated the biggest snake, the president, you have to be a snake. A good person cannot survive in their world because there is too much compromising. A person who cares about love and compassion and truly helping people cannot be an elected official, because at some point they're going to be cornered by multiple other congressmen who are going to want this deal and this money, and they're going to have to shit on a lot of people who are hurting and need it. You can't do it, fam. I'm gonna move on from this one, but look, look at that embrace. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. She didn't have to do any of this in the spotlight. He didn't have to do any. He did this in front of his wife, in front of thousands, millions of people. They did not have to do this, even if they got something going on, was the case. They don't care. They live in a different moral society. They're snakes, fam. Let's move on. What else we got? We got some stuff. Look. private jets. They got their own security. They got chauffeurs. They got mansions. They don't care about money. I wish that people would stop placing so much trust, and people are placing their livelihoods in the hands of these elitists, fam. All right, let's go. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one because AI. We've all heard about this one. Let me. Y'all all we know about AI is coming. Fam, I was in Kroger's the other day. Fam, can you remember? Can you remember when Kroger's used to have a bunch of cashiers that just had to work and there were no automated lines? Well, now in Kroger's, guess what? There's probably 2 human cashiers. Y'all already know. I don't even have to say it. The racetrack, the corner stores, the gas stations, the Kroger's, y'all see it across the board. AI is taking over. But look, we're in a chaos bubble. On top of everything that's happening, fam, we're in a chaos bubble. On top of everything that's happening, AI. We've all been told AI is going to take all the jobs. AI is going to come. AI is coming. You want to know? Look, you want to know why those elected officials are now moving to military bases? Because the ish is about to hit the fan in a major way. And look, there will not be any repercussions. There will not be a stimulus to fix things. We're about to see problems and issues that will not be fixed. I don't know if that means anything to you. When people can't pay the rent in an apartment, they're about to get kicked out. When people can't make the monthly car payment and the car is about to get repossessed. When they can't make the insurance payment and the insurance gets cut off. When they don't have SNAP, so they can't get food. What are they going to do? Be on the streets begging. Fam, you know how at major intersections we might see 1 or 2 people. It's normally like an old homeless person, a drug addict, or a vet or something on the corners asking for a couple dollars. Just imagine, just wait until there's 15, 20 people on that corner. And you're going to have to actually choose, like the people that are still driving cars, the people that still have gas, and the people that are still working. You're going to have to choose to drive past 10 kids that are going to be standing out there in the cold, in the heat, in the suck. Fam, that's where we're headed. This is a chaos bubble. The elites don't care. They're moving to military bases. Look, let's go. I just want to show you this real quick. I just want to show you this right now, fam. Snap's cut off. They say some emergency funds might be added. The system is collapsing. The government ain't opening back up. How many times do I have to tell y'all this? The government was the first victim of this chaos bubble, of this collapse. But let's go. Let's go. Let me get this one. Let's move on to this one. So right now, fam, people are having a hard time making ends meet just because grocery prices are so expensive. Electricity is so expensive. To live is so expensive, right? And so what a lot of people are doing is, because a lot of people are losing their jobs, like good paying jobs, like good career type jobs. They're losing them. So what they do now is they go to Grubhub, they go to Lyft, they go to Uber, they go to DoorDash, they go to these delivery catering jobs to try to make ends meet, to try to pay some bills. I know tons of people that's doing it. But check this out. AI is taking those jobs away. So where do you go now? I don't know. Look, thousands of workers are falling victim to job cuts at Amazon. Look, Amazon said in a message to employees Tuesday that it would reduce its corporate. These are your big wigs. These are people that make 100,000 a year. They're cutting corporate workforce by approximately 14,000 roles. So if they're cutting corporate by 14,000, just imagine what they're doing in the warehouses. Look, what do you say? I lose my job. Well, I guess I go deliver Amazon packages. They always bring them to the house. I'll go deliver No, Amazon is not going to be a possibility. And then look, so okay, well, if I can't get on Amazon, then I guess I'll go work 80 hours at Walmart, right? Right? 80 hours at Walmart, possibly. Let me see if I can make this one look a little bit better. Let me see. I can't. I'm going to read this one. The nation's largest employer are putting workers on notice. Look. Let me read this to you. Walmart is laying off crazy amounts of people right now. Walmart is laying off employees as part of the corporate restructuring to streamline operations, speed up decision making, and adapt to technological changes. AI is coming in and is doing its thing, fam. AI is coming in and it is totally doing this thing. Walmart layoffs. Let's see if we can find a number. Walmart layoffs. America's largest retailer is cutting jobs. Let me see. Layoffs. No, we can't find it. I had it written down. Walmart doesn't say, but they're laying off a huge amount of employees, fam. And look. If Amazon, if you can't get a job at Amazon, if you can't get a job at Walmart, what do they tell you? Man, go be a content creator. Hey, and look, us who spent time on YouTube know that is not the move. YouTube offers voluntary buyouts as company reorganizes around AI. We're in a chaos bubble. YouTube is offering voluntary buyouts with a severance for US based employees as it restructures the product organization to focus more on artificial intelligence. I'm a content creator. Like you go on, and I don't even spend a whole lot of time on Facebook because I just don't. Facebook is the new what is it? Television programming. It is the new Facebook is the new social programming. And look, they would always send me feeds of just the dumbest stuff, relationship stuff, like just to have your mind just constantly going. And after I found out that I just need to hit like not interested, not interested, not interested in this, not interested, and it continues to show me this stuff, I just shut it off. And now I'm much more peaceful. Y'all should work on this. But YouTube itself is cutting back, fam. And right now the content creators, we don't seriously us small guys, I don't make no money, but then there are people who, my homeboy PT, you know what I'm saying? PT Casey Little Hour, you know what I'm saying? The fam, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 subscribers. We put in a lot of work and it still ain't hitting the way it's supposed to be hitting. You might luck up, and get $200-$300 a month, maybe. And that's living on YouTube as a smaller. What you notice is if you look in your feed of the people that you subscribe to, almost everyone you subscribe to has over 100,000 subscribers. And that does not happen overnight. Fam, we're in a chaos bubble. I think that's all I got for you. Oh, okay. Let's tap into this one. War, Venezuela. War with Venezuela. Trump administration tells Congress war law doesn't apply to cartel strikes. So once again, we are starting a war. Fam, let's not even sugarcoat this thing. It is for oil. It is to lock down the Western Hemisphere for World War III. We cannot have, what is it, Maduro? He's already called for Russia and China to please help him. But look, fam, we can't have a major oil producing country in the Western Hemisphere not under our stronghold. For World War III, we're gonna need that oil to fuel the tanks, to fuel the jets, to fuel the manufacturing, to start up the printing press of the drones and the tanks and the guns and the ammunition. For World War III, we need it. We're about to totally invade a sovereign country. I mean, if you want to talk about something that is just not fair, could you imagine just being a person living in Venezuela? And I know right now in America, we're like, no big deal. But could you imagine being scared to death being in Venezuela, knowing that the strongest country on the globe is about to bear down on you with F-35s, with aircraft carriers, with B-1 bombers, all in the name of drugs, when Colombia and Mexico is the biggest producer and exporter of all of the drugs? We want the oil. It's coming, fam. We're in a chaos bubble. Where does all this stuff lead us? Hungry. Y'all got the info. Let's tap in. Where does this stuff lead us? Hungry. Out on the street. No job, no income, no stimulus, no social security. Where does this lead us? This leads us straight into a collapsing society. Y'all want to know why the National Guard is being deployed around the country for this time period, for this chaos bubble when it pops? When this chaos bubble pops, I want to paint a picture for you. When this chaos bubble pops, people are going to be hungry. No SNAP, no benefits, no EBT, no WIC. Hungry. Hunger does things worse than greed. Hunger does things worse than perversion. Hunger does things worse than bad morality. Hunger is a drive where you are going to eat. What? It don't matter. Just get something in the stomach. People have to eat. So it's going to be hunger. Homelessness. Homelessness is about to exponentially skyrocket, fam. I don't know how this works. I don't. I don't know how this works. When your average apartment is $600 a month, when your average home is $3,000 a month, yeah, I don't know how this works, and especially when $1,600 for a one bedroom apartment, 700 square feet, and 3,000 for a home. That's rent. A home, and there will be no more Amazon jobs, no more Walmart jobs, and no more YouTube jobs. What do you do? Uber? Well, who's gonna take Uber when people ain't trying to go nowhere? When they don't have money for an Uber and they don't have a job to get to, or an airport, or who? Lyft. They're done. Fam, the elite are moving to military bases. We are entering into a time of WROL and shift. I just wrote that down because I need for y'all to understand what that means. Anybody who has acreage, anybody who has land and ain't started a garden, I know we're moving into the wintertime, but you haven't at least prepared a plot of land to grow when it is time to grow. You have not fertilized, put down the nutrients needed to grow. You have not created a compost pile. You have not been prepared for the things that took place in the Great Depression, fam. I don't know what to tell you. If you still trying to live in the system, good luck. Good luck. The youth? Oh, the youth, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for the youth. I just saw an article the other day where they said HIV is rampant. Is rampant. Sodom and Gomorrah. You want to know why it's rampant? Because of social media. The hookup culture. There is no more. There's no more love. Do it for love. There is no more be together for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There's no more of that. It's done. It's done. Everyone is so connected now. You never leave the X. It's done. It's done. And to be honest with you, right now in society, a dollar value has been placed on absolutely everything. Look, in the 80s and the 70s and the 80s and the 60s, there were certain things that money could not buy. Shit, money can buy everything now. Money can buy you a relationship. Money can buy you love. Money can buy you a trip. Money can buy you a beautiful girl. Money can buy you anything right now. Anything. And the sad part is now that money can buy you anything, guess what? The money's going away. Total chaos. We're in a chaos bubble. Fam, that's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you ain't preparing, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Look, I went to the range this weekend. I got my last two pew pew sighted and ready to go. Put a couple rounds through them. They good. They legit. I figured out what I need to change, what I need to fix. It's solid. Things about to get bad. That's all. That's all I got. It's getting cold, wintertime. Hopefully, we can hold out till spring. I doubt it. Let's see what three eye Atlas is gonna do. I'm gonna go downstairs and probably watch Terminator Salvation. I think. Oh, and there's a movie that I'm dying to see Thursday. I already got tickets. Predator Badlands. That's just my type of stuff. So continue to enjoy your life, continue to do your things, but just understand, man, we're in a chaos bubble, and when this bubble pops, there's no safety net. There's no stimulus coming to make things better. I've already seen people standing in line in food lines around the block. The Snap's gone. Social Security is next. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Anybody on disability and Social Security, y'all really need to think intensely about what is your next move. What does everybody say? Don't be. You shouldn't be. The people who made it, the people who got family money, all that. The people you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be expecting the government to provide for you. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyone who is receiving anything from the government, me, it's the ACA. It's my medical. I'm prepared for it to go. Anyone who is relying on Social Security, and I know it sucks for the other people, for unemployment, for disability, for whatever it is that they provide funds for, fam. Y'all need to start really thinking about survival. All right, I'm out of here. Peace out, fam. Tomorrow's Monday. TGIM. Let's get it.